Welcome one and all to the Power of One. Today we're watching Star Wars The Bad Batch Episode 3, Replacements. Welcome back, everybody. I appreciate you coming by, and you know what? This Star Wars show is worth coming back to. I am enjoying the hell out of it. It's still got that good storytelling flair, but even with the action, they're starting to personalize it for the show, if you will. So I enjoy that they're taking steps to give it a feel of its own while still making sure it blends in with the rest of the show. That's very important to me. If you're going to have a spin-off of a show, yeah, make it its own thing, but remember where it came from, because that's where 90% of your initial viewers are coming from. You know, it's a thing. But all in all, the show has been good so far. We still haven't gotten any new information on the girl, which is upsetting. They started to introduce some of the socioeconomic changes that the Empire has been making since changing over to the Republic. Absolutely brilliant to maintain control of the population, by the way. So that kind of thing I really love. It's intriguing to me. It's a level of detail that a lot of shows don't get into because, let's be honest, socio-political content is not exactly high on the entertainment value most of the time. But the way they worked it in, I think it still worked. And then things started exploding. So, you know, it worked out. But the title of today's episode is Replacements. So I'm wondering if this is going to be the beginning of the conversion away from clones to conscripted soldiers, or if it's meant to imply replacements for Commando Team 99 or whatever, what their designation was before everything went to crap. So the new Special Forces. Either way, really good thing to get into, and while nobody likes getting replaced, it unfortunately happens sometimes. So let's see how they handle it, shall we? Oh, that doesn't sound good. I own a car like that.
Well, that doesn't look comfortable for either of you.
Power Droid's like, kill me.
He doesn't even have a place to sleep. You want to take our food too?
Yeah.
Besides, the ship-wide diagnostic report indicated no critical systems were compromised.
I mean, depends on if you consider the hyperdrive critical. He's still flying without it, right?
I'd say that's pretty critical, Tech.
It's not affecting life support. We're fine.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, I love tech.
Omega, strap in.
It's just too big to fit around his giant ass.
I can't see anything.
The real question is, where is it that they popped up? Ground, move!
We're gonna die, we're gonna...
Wrecker's still my favorite!
The storm's getting worse. It's knocking out our comms.
Who are you gonna call anyway?
Fine. I'll say it. I kinda miss him. He shot you, remember?
Oh, they're still messing with him more?
Sustaining such a vast engagement is not one clones must do alone. There are other ways of producing loyal soldiers.
Threatening families, for example.
What was that? I'm a little busy at the moment.
Is it the return of Minox? Oh no!
It was probably drawn to the capacitor's electric charge.
That would have been good to know beforehand, Tech.
Beforehand what? Like he knew they were there, man.
I'll go with you.
No, that thing could be dangerous.
I'm part of this squad now too.
Yep. She threw the card, man. Make a call, yes or no.
All right, kid. Just stay close.
I can't wait till they outfit her with her own body armor. That's going to be an awesome kind of presentation moment.
With the Empire, I get paid, I get fed, and I have a roof over my head. That's more than the Republic ever did for me. If you all are so efficient, how come the Empire's scouting soldiers like us? Sounds to me like it's time for a change. Enjoy being commander. For now.
Wow. This guy. Crosshair's gonna shoot him during the mission.
Wait, a sensor's been triggered in Sector 2A. Alert the others!
Subtle, but I like that. One sensor was tripped, but they started looking every direction. Good military tactics. I played this game before. Just nab it and start booking it. Oh, okay. Hello. This thing just looks like a really pissed off gecko. Oh, she's going after it. Any older fans watching this are like, I'm having flashbacks. Woo! It's not often you saw the flamer units get pulled out.
Guerrera's fighters are dead. These are civilians. We should bring them in.
Those weren't our orders.
Forget our orders.
He's so dead.
You want to know why they put me in charge? It's because I'm willing to do what needs to be done.
And that's how it started. People sacrificing their morals for money, food, a place to stay, things they never got in the Republic because it had gotten so corrupt. It's pretty, I'll give it that. Frightening concept for a creature.
What were you thinking going down there?
The mission was to retrieve the capacitor, wasn't it? I tracked the dragon, like you did.
She is a mimic. She's like the ultimate mimic.
With more time and training, our forces will be unlike anything the galaxy has.
Won't be able to shoot shit.
The clones required will not return willingly.
Oh.
And we only need one. Our survival hinges on it.
Wait, we only need one. If he's talking about the Bad Batch, why not just use him? Unless they specifically need the girl.
Hey, kid. Come with me. Cover your eyes.
Oh, did he convert a bunk for her?
Open them. Check it out.
Wrecker's the most awesome big brother you could ever possibly have. Changed my mind. So yeah, I get the title name Replacements because it was not only the replacement parts, but beginning the conversion away from clones. And it's interesting because this new admiral has the idea of training the conscripted soldiers with the clones without having to create new ones. Tarkin said they're cost prohibitive, which I don't get because for the Empire, they just take over Camino and suddenly they have the resources to do it. So maybe they're talking about like the actual raw materials or whatever the Kaminoans. I was gonna get there eventually. The Kaminoans need to make the clones or something along those lines, but yeah, other than that, it's shaping up to be an interesting changeover to the Empire, and I am very glad for this show because I have had a lot of these questions for a very long time. Just little bits and pieces of the story that I very much wanted to know on a grander galactic and political scale. But that's just because I'm weird and I like to see the whole story. You know, before all we really had to go on was, well, the Empire locked down communications and only let it up once they had control over blah, blah, blah. Great, cool. That still doesn't answer all the questions. But this show is getting there, so I appreciate that. And I was right. They are popping back and forth between Crosshair and the Squad, showing the progression of both. So, obviously, eventually, they're going to butt heads. Whether they send Crosshair to go get the girl because they need her, or the Bad Batch goes to get Crosshair, one way or another, they're going to clash again. So it'll be interesting to see what happens and whether or not Tech can tweak that scanner he was making to, I'm betting, neutralize the inhibitor implants in their heads. So another great episode. I am excited to watch more. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, like, subscribe, all the fun words that make this party go round. Folks, I appreciate you coming by. I appreciate you in general. Thank you. And I will catch you all on the next one.